we provide an orchestration layer across the region, which connects to the local experts. Our clients only have to connect to the orchestration layer. So, what we're taking away, we take away various things. Obviously, on the technology point of view, we take away connectivity to, local PSPs, aggregators, or even different ones in one country. That is done by us. Aside from that, onboarding a PSP is, even for a global merchant, is a challenging issue, right? They have governances as well. So does the bank. We take care of that. So the client doesn't have to worry about picking the right partner that ticks all the boxes that, a properly governed, global company has to tick. So this we take away. So from a connectivity point of view in the beginning, up until the settlement, which again will be centralized through our solution, and a merchant portal, which gives you a dashboard all across your APAC revenues and transactions and statistics, that is all provided by us. So really, we take away the complexity out of entering Asia with all the many payment methods and the different regulations. We take this all away, but at the same time, we keep the local flavor, right? By having those local partners, we accept, net banking with 70 banks in India. We accept some 20 wallets, across Thailand, Indonesia. I think it's more than that even. So, so we keep the local flavor, but we take away the pain points that local flavoring usually brings along. There's really a one-word short answer, but I'm happy to extend that one word in a second. It's the global house bank, right? It's the promise that we give to our clients. Wherever you go, you have the bank on your side. And that is going to be extended and will include merchant solutions now. It's the global MS house bank if you want. So I think that's the biggest value proposition. It's what we hear from many of our customers who have already experience with, going their own way, where you ultimately face those challenges that I mentioned earlier with onboarding, so many partners. It is not an easy thing. It's not even easy for us, of course, right? But obviously we have the tools and the teams to run this and provide that connectivity. So I think that is the number one value proposition. Now, of course, Merchant Solutions is extending from a banking perspective, right? Which usually cash is usually managing money that is already in the house. Merchant Solution takes care of the collection, right? So this is a new area, in a sense, that it comes before the actual treasury happens, right? And we can obviously play nice partnerships with the classic cash management suite that we have on the FX side, on the liquidity side, but even on the lending side, we're working on products that it provides lending capabilities upon checkout, a buy now, pay later for corporates, right? And that the corporate even could control in a marketplace setup, for example. And I believe marketplaces is another big one. Marketplace is a big buzzword nowadays. I think for good reason. As a brand, you have an opportunity to fully monetize the value chain, right? And you can control the brand. And I think that's one of the most important matters. You don't just control the brand from an authenticity point of view, but also from a price structuring point of view. You control the channel, you hold the door, you decide who comes in and who comes not in. That also means that whatever is being sold on your marketplace is authenticated by the brand, right? This transports a lot of trust. And we all know authenticity is a challenge, in e-commerce in particular, because you cannot touch, you cannot see, you only have a picture, right? Marketplaces have an opportunity to build up an ecosystem and sell beyond the core product that the brand is selling. Complementary goods, services, think of, again, IoT, right? You manufacture an electronic device and have an open, sort of an app store that gives this device certain capabilities. For example, surveillance cameras that get special capabilities of counting bottles or, doing other things that is needed in that industry. You can just buy it in that ecosystem. Or if you think of IoT again in the automotive space, right? Selling services across the customer lifecycle and not just until the sale of the initial purchase is over. I think those are very strong arguments in favor of marketplaces, and we have a very solid proposition in that area. It comes with all kinds of additional challenges. It starts from settlement across multiple merchants, but also payout conditions, fees, and also risk management. And then the lending piece that I mentioned before, this capability to open that channel into the marketplace for our clients is very strong. And, again, a bank is pristine to offer that end to end. And our client doesn't have to look away. They call the same number as they have before.